Hello, this is Greg the Rural Economist, and this is a Seed for Thought number 5. This one may be a little contradictory, but I'm going to try my best to do it in a way that's understandable. When my wife was in school, the last 2 semesters especially, it was very, very difficult for her to work. And at the time, that kind of put us in a financial bind, and she was stressing out over it. She was stressing out over her classes, and she was all worried about a whole multitude of things. And I don't know if anybody had ever said it before, but I came up with this saying that sometimes you have to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. My wife grabbed a hold of that statement, and it helped her get through, because it's true. Sometimes you have to sacrifice temporary pleasures or temporary opportunities in order to have a better tomorrow. And that applies to really anything and everything. It applies to a job, it applies to your family, it applies to education, all kinds of things. But at the same time, I think that there are some people that sacrifice too many todays for a tomorrow that they'll never receive. My mind just began to shift. When I was a younger man, all I thought about was advancing my career and making more money and doing more things and having the big house, and which, you know, I've always had a dream of a homestead. I've always had that dream. But when I look back, I sacrificed a lot of things that I can't get back. Time with my children, time with my wife. We have to, somehow or another, come up with a balance. We have to make a priorities list on what's important, because we can't sacrifice too many days, because we're not guaranteed a tomorrow. So it's kind of almost a catch-22, seems like. If we don't sacrifice a few todays, then tomorrow doesn't get any better than it is right now. But if we sacrifice too many, we may not have a tomorrow. I'm all about getting out there, getting it done, working hard, doing everything that you can. I'm all about that. I always have been. I was always raised that way, where you don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. You have lists of things to do, and you sacrifice, you know, going fishing or going to the movies or whatever it is, so that you can get stuff done today. What I have come to learn is that there's always something screaming for your attention. Hey, I'm more important than everything. And if we don't develop critical thinking, then we have so many things that we have to sacrifice today for that we run out of time. Now, I'm not telling you to not get out there and bust your butt and work hard for your dream, because it's important. But I am telling you to sometimes evaluate your dream. At one time, I wouldn't have been satisfied with anything less than the big house and the new car and all of that. And then now I realize that the big house and the new car, in a lot of ways, is just enslaving us to a system that really doesn't give a rat about us. All they care about is us being willing to sell more hours of our time for the dollars that they give us in order to exchange it for stuff that we have to do. Now, a friend of mine, and I've actually said this before, I've done blog posts on it, that when you look at it and you determine how many hours you work to get something, sometimes you have to evaluate if it's worth it. I think that's a good test. If I have to work so many hours in order to go out to dinner, if I have to work 5 hours for me and my wife to go out to a nice dinner, but I only have to work 2 in order for us to fix the exact same dinner at home, is it worth it? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So be careful how many days you sacrifice for something that isn't promised. Cherish each moment, because you don't know when you're not going to be here anymore. I know this is kind of a downer, but it's just what I've been thinking about. This is Greg the Rural Economist, and step by step we're bringing rural back. I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.